This video is made for entertainment review and storytelling purposes only. All clips and images belong to their respective owners.
Twin brothers grow suspicious of their bandaged mother, convinced she's an imposter, until the chilling climax reveals that the real twist lies not with her identity, but with the boys themselves. Welcome to the movies park. A family consists of a mother and her twin sons, Lucas and Elias. They have just moved into a new house, deep in the forest and near a quiet lake. Mommy once sang in a choir and was even popular on local TV. One day, Lucas and Elias play hide-and-seek around their home. When they realize their mother has returned, they rush to greet her, only to see a woman with bandages covering almost her entire face. That woman is their mother, who has just undergone cosmetic surgery. Shocked but obedient, the boys accept her return. Yet, something feels wrong. Mommy gives all her attention only to Elias. She serves food and drinks only to him, plays only with him, and responds only to his words, while Lucas is ignored completely. Because she is still recovering, Mommy sets strict new rules. The house must remain in absolute silence, no visitors or animals are allowed, nothing from outside may be brought in, the curtains must stay shut, and the twins may only play quietly outside. As her strange behavior continues, the boys begin to suspect that behind the bandages, this may not be their real mother. Mommy also lashes out at Elias when he misbehaves, something their real mother would never do. The boys grow convinced this woman is an imposter. The next day, the twins deliberately cause trouble. A fight breaks out as they demand their real mother back. Mommy insists they've lost their minds. When Elias says she's not his mom, she forces him to repeat 10 times that she is. She even orders him to stop speaking to Lucas. Elias realizes Mommy wants to separate them. Days pass, and the twins' resentment deepens. Later, Mommy enters their room with her new unbandaged face, claiming she is no longer angry. But even when compared to an old photo, Lucas and Elias remain uncertain. As an apology, she gives them a boomerang. Elias asks to play outside, but the moment Mommy opens the door, the twins run for their lives. They escape into town, reach a church, and beg a priest for help. He promises to take them to the police, but instead, deceives them and brings them home. The priest asks Mommy for an explanation. She vaguely speaks about the accident and the separation, then retreats indoors. But her sons are nowhere to be found. She eventually breaks down, crying herself to sleep. That night, Mommy wakes to a terrifying sight. Her twins, wearing homemade goblin masks, standing by her bed. She realizes she's tied down, unable to escape. The boys demand to know where their real mother is. She insists she is their mother, but they compare her with photographs, fueling more doubt. A rift grows between the twins. Elias starts to believe Mommy might be real, while Lucas insists she is not. When alone with Elias, Mommy pleads for trust, convincing him to loosen her bond. But, before he can finish, Lucas stops him. To prove she's lying, he rubs off what looks like Mommy's facial birthmark. She explains it was removed during surgery, but Elias, overwhelmed, slaps her. The twins torture her in increasingly cruel ways, keeping her tied to the bed for days. When they briefly untie her to change the sheets, Mommy tries to escape, but falls into their booby trap, knocking herself unconscious. She awakens glued to the living room floor. Desperate, Elias begins to set the house on fire to force the truth. Mommy, in her final plea, promises to play along, to pretend Lucas is alive, to cook his breakfast, to do whatever he wants. Tearfully, she tells Elias that Lucas's death was not his fault. She begs him to let go so they can move forward. And here, the truth is revealed. Lucas has been dead all along. He exists only as a hallucination, born from Elias's fractured mind, unable to accept his brother's death. Mommy has been real the whole time. Though she played along at first, she eventually grew exhausted, even violent, hoping to snap Elias out of his delusion. But for Elias, Lucas is alive, while Mommy is the enemy. When Elias demands proof, he asks Mommy to say what Lucas is doing. Lucas is holding a torch by the curtain, but of course Mommy cannot see him. Believing this proves she is a fraud, Elias grabs the torch and sets the curtain ablaze. Fire erupts, consuming the house. Mommy burns alive, screaming in agony. The film closes as firefighters extinguish the blaze, too late to save her. In the final haunting shot, Elias and Lucas walk through a golden cornfield, reunited with their mother, smiling and embracing as if nothing had ever happened. And that is the ending of Goodnight Mommy. Now for the explanation. The woman was the real mother all along, not an imposter. What destroyed this family wasn't deception, but tragedy, a divorce, an accident, and the death of a child. Mommy tried to rebuild her life with plastic surgery, a new house, and a fresh start. But Elias's mind could not heal. He clung to Lucas, refusing to let go, until his delusion consumed them all. In the end, even the perfect family portrait dissolves into ashes, a cruel reminder of what could have been if tragedy hadn't struck. Elias's fate after the fire remains an unsettling mystery. The film's strength lies in its eerie atmosphere, slow burn tension, and shocking climax that redefines the whole story. However, its pacing can feel too slow at times, and the ambiguity may frustrate some viewers. Still, Goodnight Mommy succeeds as a haunting blend of horror and psychological drama. Hope you liked this video. For more movie stories, like and subscribe to The Movies Part.
This video is made for entertainment review and storytelling purposes only. All clips and images belong to their respective owners.